Okay, so it's moving day, and one of the things I like to make sure I do on moving day is pack up a bunch of food and snacks and lunch and that kind of stuff, because it is not easy to stop with the RV, because it's not like we can exactly go through a drive-through or something like that. So I am going to get started by getting a bunch of food ready for the trip. It's going to be a couple days worth of travel, so I'll probably prep for a few days worth of snacks and stuff. The other thing we have to make sure we get done before moving is putting everything away so that it doesn't shuffle around with the move. Most everything got put away yesterday because we had taken the RV into Camping World for our axle replacement, but I just need to go through, tidy up, and put all the stuff that has gotten pulled back out overnight, put that away. Okay, I'm gonna come up front. Okay, so I was about ready to get on here and give the update that we're on the way and we're headed west, and we're excited about that, which we are. We are very excited to be heading west, but we are heading out of Jacksonville, and we're basically almost onto the we're on the interstate, but we're almost like out of the city, and someone starts honking their horn crazy and is like swerving towards us to try to get us to pull over, and we do, and he says that your bikes fell off. So we have the bike rack in the back of the RV. We pull over on the side of the interstate, that's where we're sitting right now, and we walk to the back, and the whole bike hitch is missing. Like, the bikes, the hitch, everything has fallen off. So Nate's walking back to see if he can find it, if he can see them. It's kind of crazy because, like, the hitch, I mean, we've driven a long way with it, and it's got safety pins and all kinds of stuff in it, so I don't know what could have gone wrong. We checked everything before we left, but honestly, I'm just glad that no one got hurt. If that just fell off right in front of me, he swerved to avoid it. I'm just glad that nobody got in an accident or got hurt. Hopefully Nate can find our bikes, but at this point, if they're crushed but somebody wasn't hurt, that's fine. That's like all we can hope for. So I'm just sitting here waiting for Nate to come back, but yeah, kind of scary. I don't know what we could have done differently because we've checked everything, so yeah. Okay, so we are back on the road. We survived. So what happened was Nate walked back to where it was and a trucker hit it. Honestly, I'm glad that a truck hit it because apparently the whole thing was put together still and was just skidding on the road.
It said it was cartwheeling across the lanes.
Cartwheeling across the lanes. And he was able to swerve out of the way, but it hit like the side of, what did it hit on?
His step.
The step, okay.
On his gas tank.
Oh, okay. And so I'm just glad it wasn't like a car or something that hit it because it would have totaled the car. It could have hurt somebody, but no one was hurt. Everything's fine. We got it back. We have it in the truck, the back of the truck now, and we're stopping here in a few minutes to sort everything out. But we are pretty sure, considering we just took the RV and they had to replace the axles, which means they had to put up on lifts and a whole bunch of stuff. Our hunch is that Camping World took the bike rack off and then didn't replace the pin because there's like a safety pin that keeps it secured so that it doesn't do what it just did. And my hunch is that that was not replaced, and that's why it was able to just fall off whole. Because all of the different connections within the bike rack, like the locks, everything, the bikes were on there perfectly fine. It was just the whole thing came out of the hitch. So, not an adventure we were expecting to have today. You doing okay, Nate?
Yeah, just a little stressed. That was probably the most stressful thing that's happened to us, and I had a lot of anxiety about being on the side of the road, right? Because that's where a lot of robberies happen, and I was afraid that we hurt somebody and all kinds of other stuff. But I'm okay now. I think that I either think that they took the hitch out with the bike rack on it and did that while they were working on it and just forgot to put the pin back in, or the pin actually sheared, maybe from all the bouncing or whatever. The roads in Jacksonville are really bad. And maybe the pin sheared, and that's what caused it. I think it's one or the other. I know we had the pin in there before. We took it to Camping World because we
just drove a ton.
Yeah. So we'll see. I need to hear back from Camping World now to see if they took it off the RV or not, and we'll just see what happens.
Yeah, I'm just glad that no one got hurt. I mean, our bikes are broken. But that's better than it crashing into like a Civic or something like that, because if it hit like a small car, it would have absolutely totaled their car and probably hurt somebody. So I'm glad about that.
Correct. And the way the guy said that it was bouncing across the lanes, it makes me worry and happy that it makes me worry. It worried me because now they could have been way worse, and it makes me happy because that means that it flipping across, they could have gone through someone's windshield. It could have done more than hurt a car. It could have hurt a person.
Yeah.
So I'm glad that nothing bad happened.
Absolutely. Okay, we are here in Pensacola, right?
No, we're in Destin.
Okay, and we are in a Cracker Barrel parking lot. We came here last night. We drove until about 9:30ish or so, and then stopped here at a Cracker Barrel and stayed overnight. It was really nice. I'm really liking Cracker Barrels. How about you?
Yeah, Cracker Barrels are awesome. We had Cracker Barrel for dinner last night. Now we're stopping at one here
for breakfast.
For breakfast, because we stayed here overnight, which I actually slept really well. And now we're gonna go have delicious victuals for breakfast, and then we'll head back on the road.
I just like that you can get into your own home and sleep and forget where you are, and then get on the road right away. So today is a full day of driving, so we're gonna go get breakfast and head out. west side of Mobile, Alabama. We made our first stop just now. We're at a truck stop here to refuel, and Nate is topping off the air in our tires and using the restrooms, and then from there we're gonna hit the road again. So we try to be really efficient at our rest stops, make sure we can get the best time possible, but made it for his first stop. We are now in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and we are at our next rest stop. Filled up on diesel, filled up on DEF, bathroom break, the standard protocol, but we're making pretty good time. We're already in Baton Rouge, so pretty soon we'll be in Texas, so we'll see how much farther we get today. So we are now just east of Houston. We are ready for our third Cracker Barrel in 2 days. Because, hey, it's got a spot that has it's got good parking for us. We had...
And they're always next to the interstate.
Yep, and we had sandwiches on the road, so we had like healthy sandwiches for lunch, but now we are having Cracker Barrel again for dinner. And after we have Cracker Barrel for dinner, we're gonna decide if we're gonna continue a little bit further. We could get close to our campground tonight, but that would mean being there really early in the morning, and technically check-in isn't until 2. So we're going to try to decide what we're going to do after we eat, and decide if we're going to continue on tonight or if we're going to stay here tonight. So that's the plan. Okay, so we decided that we were gonna trudge on. We went the last 3.5 hours, and we are maybe a half an hour from where our campsite is for tomorrow. Check-in's tomorrow. We're at our 4th Cracker Barrel, 2nd overnight stay, and we are settled in, about ready to have a glass of wine. Dogs are settled. Nate's already laying down in bed after it ended up being from 9 a.m. until it is 10:30. We probably got here right around 10, maybe a little bit before 10. So a very long day, but we are here in Austin, and then tomorrow we just get to set up camp, and that means the good news with that is that we have our whole Sunday still. So tomorrow we get to set up camp, make home, and have a whole relaxing Sunday before the week starts. So we are officially in Texas.
Good morning.
So it's day 3 on the road, and we left Jacksonville, Florida 3 days ago. We're waking up this morning in Austin at a Cracker Barrel, and we are about 20 minutes away from our next campground, and we're hoping we can get settled in and then have our full Sunday. So we are all hooked up and we're ready to go. We got coffee and breakfast, and...
Yeah. So I've been to Austin, Texas before, and I, for work, my old company had a headquarters here, and I'm kind of used to it, but Britta had not been here before. So this morning, she very nicely volunteered to go out and get us some coffee. We're sleeping in a Cracker Barrel parking lot. We've had Cracker Barrel, I think, 3 or 4 times in the past 2 days, and we decided, you know what, we're going to cheat on Cracker Barrel and maybe go get something else. Mm-hmm. So she leaves. I'm hanging out on Reddit for 30 minutes or so, reading, doing whatever. And then she gets back, and she's got a bag, and she's got some cups, and she's got some water, and like she obviously had done a lot more than just went to go get coffee. And I kind of sat up, and I was trying to figure out what she was doing. And she goes, I think we're going to like Texas. So she went to a gas station, and at the gas station actually turned out to not be just a gas station. Their primary business was actually a barbecue restaurant. And one of the nice things or awesome things about Austin is they do these breakfast tacos, and it's very popular here. It's incredible. And when she got to the gas station, there was a wall full of breakfast tacos. And I personally am a huge fan of tacos. I'm kind of a taco connoisseur, and especially from gas stations, because I'm super classy. And she brought back the tacos, and she opened the bag and handed it to me. She's like, the people here are so nice. And it's this crazy thing. They had a wall of tacos at this gas station / restaurant. And I started laughing because it was I thought it was cute, but it was also kind of funny because I was kind of like, weren't you supposed to get coffee? And she turned around and she had the coffees, and she's like, yeah, but I wanted to get some gas. And it turns out the gas station's actually a barbecue restaurant. And she's like, Austin is awesome. People are so nice, and their gas stations have tacos. So, yeah, we had breakfast tacos, we had coffee, we are now full of gas, and we're about to head on over to our campground and cross our fingers they can let us in early. Otherwise, we're going to be hanging out for the next 5 hours
Waiting.
in a Walmart parking lot waiting.
But I think they'll let us in early.
I hope so.
Yep.
We'll see. All right.
So we made it to Austin, and we're here in our camp spot, and it's very pretty. We're on a lake at sunset with a campfire and the dogs, and playing Scrabble, but Nate's beating me in Scrabble, certainly.
You don't know the score.
Well, you're gonna beat me in Scrabble. And there is deer and a pretty lake and a campfire. Do you like this spot so far?
This is probably the nicest spot we've stayed at. This is really, really nice.
Yep. So that's it for our travel to Austin, and now we're here for a month, so we're gonna enjoy it.
It's getting real dark in here. Feels like I've been here 1,000 years. Could you bring some light to me, or just sit beside me and let